My name is Pauli Vogel, reporting for WHYY Student Journalist. The Science History Institute is a nonprofit located in Old City, Philadelphia. The Institute includes a museum focused on the history of chemical and material sciences and the Othmer Research Library. The museum offers interactive and educational experiences for the public with no additional cost.
Science education and history is important to be accessible, I think, for the general public.
The museum has an extensive collection of instruments, paintings, and artifacts relating to the history of science.
What are the instruments? What are the devices by which we know the world? How do they help us generate knowledge about our environment, about the human body?
Artifacts have a surprising emotional quality about them. When you're in the presence of something that existed in the past and is still existing today, that you know that somebody handled, that somebody used to make a path-breaking discovery or to understand the world in a new way, you can connect with that past in a way that's different from just looking at a photograph.
One of the main features of the museum is their interactive touch table that allows the guests to explore the digital collection using 3D objects.
The objects include a syringe, which is a prompt to explore the history of vaccines. We have an ice cube tray, which is used to tell stories about the history of mechanical refrigeration. A flip-flop is a prompt for digging into the history of synthetic rubber, and we have 11 in total.
I really love the table there. It's really interesting, the way it's set up and how you can learn about elements in a really easy and fun way.
The museum also includes a temporary exhibit downstream about the water quality in and around Philadelphia.
The exhibition moves both through time, so we start in the late 1700s when Philadelphia residents living around the place where we are now were recognizing that the water sources were increasingly dirty. Then the exhibition moves up through the present to explore emerging concerns in drinking water.
The downstream exhibition makes an effort to inform people on the relevance of the history of water science in today's world.
Well, we all live downstream from somewhere. We're all affected by water pollution, and water quality is relevant for every person who drinks.
Microplastics, right? The existence of microplastics, we're hearing more and more about it in the news. And we wanted to dig in a little bit deeper to this potential emerging threat to water quality.
How do we both tell a story that engages people, that doesn't turn people off, but that also recognizes the continuing troubles and the continuing challenges of making water safe and accessible to everyone.
The rest of the museum also encourages people to reflect on their connection to science by conveying the importance of it in our day-to-day lives in their displays.
Well, we're really interested in how science impacts society.
Many objects in the museum that relate to things that we interact with on a daily basis, like light bulbs or cell phones or solar panels, medication.
From the clothes we wear to the medicines we take to the water we drink, science is essential and central to all of that. And we try to help people understand how that's come to be, but also the limitations that science and scientists have in participating in public debate.
The Science History Institute Museum is dedicated to helping people explore science through its history and relevance in their lives. Their temporary exhibition, Downstream, investigates the water quality around Philadelphia beginning in the 1700s to today and discusses the past and future of water preservation. Science touches every part of this world, and this intriguing Science History Institute Museum brings that to life. I'm Pauli Vogel, reporting for WHYY Summer Journalists.